And you know who's partly to blame for this is Rogan. Now, this is a little clip that somebody put up. When Joe Rogan got way too high, remember, this is the intellectual guy. This is the guy who has all the thinkers of the world on.
You know, there's people that like real. They'll play something for you. Like they'll play the Beatles, like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. You put on some headphones and listen to Lucy. Smoke a joint. Put on some headphones and listen to a song that was created by
He's got
the first wave of British superstars.
Look, okay, first off, everybody had an older cousin who smoked weed, and this is what Joe Rogan is in this,
I
right?
haven't been this high.
I don't think I've ever been this
honestly,
high. Maybe the first time I got high was the last time I was this high.
No, there have been times in my adult, like where you get the right combo of stuff, and you're like,
You get good wax or something and take, yeah.
But it's been but no, I mean, you'd have to have wax and edibles. It would have to be one of those weird nights
but if
where you're like at a hotel, like out of town on something, and you've had the rest of the night off, and you're like, gobble, gobble, and wax, and you're like...
October's my favorite, too, because for the last 3 years, Rogan has done, or this will be the third year, he does that Sober October where he actually doesn't do weed or anything or drink. He is so cranky and so angry, and mark my words, you guys are going to be sending me clips now in October when they do the Sober October thing.
Pink Trip's going to be a busy boy. I did it. Everything. Would you stop harassing me, Jamie? And he's going to be like, just clipping it up.
Why is the clipping so... Jamie, stop clicking your mouse so loud. And just he is a grump. I'm going to say it.
And cut. Hey, Jamie, did we actually cut this time? Unlike when we did literally
Fucking loser.
The most important show we ever did.
Also, Jamie, you need to uproot your life because we are moving to Idaho, and that means you got to come with me. What are you going to work on?
I want to see
with Red Band?
I want to see the Joe Rogan Sober October. He just snaps like Bill O'Reilly. Fucking thing sucks.
Yeah, he is a grumpy goose. I'm going to say it. I'll be the first. Listen, pardon my language, YouTube, but I'm going to say it. I don't care if you ban me. He's a grumpy goose in October.
They came to America, and they're on acid. And they're saying about Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And it's amazing.
What? Do you understand, right? If I met, like, if Roy said, hey, like, when I have a party or I got some friends coming over, you meet this friend of mine. He's a cool dude, right? And you introduced me to somebody, and that was what they were talking about later on. Within minutes, I would go up to Royce and go, I fucking hate this guy. I hate this person. I don't know what.
Terrible.
I hate him. I hate everything about this person.
Superstars that came to America, and they're on acid. And they're saying about Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. And it's amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
That's amazing. You said a whole truckload of words, and none of them made any sense.
Do that.
Who's the guest, by the way? Notice this is 58 minutes of nobody talking to him.
It just cuts to Brian Callen like, cool.
Can I promote my Amazon special that I had to do on Amazon because Brennan made me? Did you see that?
Go back.
Did you see that? Hold on, it's even longer than that. Let me start here.
Do that.
Right now?
6 seconds.
Dude, that's more than weed.
6 seconds.
That's more than weed.
You think a little too much kombucha?
That's not weed. I'm telling you, man. That if maybe
it's too much alpha brain.
If you told me maybe this was coming right off Sober October, maybe, because if I quit weed for a month and then I got stoned, I'd be like that. Or it means I'd be on something else.
That was, dude.
That's me, honestly. Like back when I was doing Percocets a lot. Back when I was trying to be a little wannabe Mac Miller.
Dead?
Well, I did want to really be dead. When I got up to like 2, 3, and then finally like 3, 4 Percocet a day, I could see tail end of the day me at home being a little like still fine, but like just having a conversation and being like, like think about that. You're like right this second, think about it. Yeah. Think about what? I forgot.
Let's hear that quiet again. I got to hear one more
It's
time.
really funny.
Do that.
Right now? Do you want us to do it right now?
Just think. I want to think about this for a second.
He
Just imagine.
He just wants to play in his imagination while he's live. You're doing a show, Joe. Joe, come back to reality.
Millions
Joe,
of people.
This is your job.
Millions of people are watching,
This
Joe.
is your job. If I were this high and this checked out during one episode of the show, I would have to hear it from him the rest of the day.
Yes.
Like,
You would.
If I was just like, are you going to do anything or what are you doing?
Apparently, Rogan and Duncan admitted that they were on shrooms in this podcast.
That makes sense.
Makes sense.
That absolutely makes sense.
And I mean, do what you want, I guess. I don't care. But if we were doing shrooms on YouTube, we would get a strike. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying I don't want Joe to get a strike. I don't care. Give a fuck, right? But you're putting out a product, right? You have advertisers, right? And can you imagine if tomorrow Tucker showed up on acid? Like, that would be a big deal. You know what I mean?
What if Tucker's been taking acid this whole time and that's why he's just so woke?
He's just fucking waking up.
He's just been taking acid ever since he started getting his trust fund money, opening up that third eye.
Yeah. So apparently somebody says shrooms are, and you know, even still though, I've done shrooms and I don't get like that.
And by the way,
I get giggly.
Mark S. says it makes for boring radio. It can make for good radio. Remember years ago we had somebody take shrooms.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't take shrooms.
You need people that are sober.
And then we competed in trivia. And
Right.
I lost, and
Yeah.
that was funny. Like that was a funny bit because I lost in trivia to a guy who's out of his mind on shrooms.
Yeah.
But one guy was out of his mind on shrooms, and it was like a peripheral person. It wasn't none of the main hosts. It's not like everybody ate shrooms and then went, let's just fuck it, dude. It was all right, as a goof, we're gonna put this one guy on a shitload of mushrooms, and then I'm gonna see if I could beat him in trivia.
Yeah. So anyways, he's to thank, by the way, for the whole weed culture thing.
L.A. is a cesspool, man.
I would never. But even the people that live there, like Rogan's trying to move out. Ben Shapiro's been talking about moving to Texas too. They make their nut there, right? And then they're like, but I got to leave this. This is fucking shit.
But then they bring the parasites with them.
Exactly. That's how you get cities like Houston that are turning into like these liberal cesspools in places you wouldn't.
You
think
go
of.
and you move into a place that has bed bugs, and then you want to come back here and bring bed bugs with you.
Yeah, no, keep your bed bugs in LA. Like, go over there. And the problem, Rogan is big enough that wherever he moves, people will fly to be on Rogan. Like, people, yeah, I guess I'll fly to Boise. You know, maybe flights to Boise will get cheaper. That's about the only upside I could think. I think he was talking about Idaho or Colorado. I'm going to lean towards Colorado. Colorado makes more sense for him because that's still kind of a more hippier place where he could still live in the mountains and smoke his weed.
And shoot elk with bows.
And shoot out, yeah, with bows. And by the way, from what I've heard, because he does a lot of these bow hunting shows or whatever, he's really bad at it. Like, you know, obviously compared to me and you, he's probably a fucking way better at fucking. But other people that actually do it are like, yeah, he sucks. Like, there's shows you can watch him on hunting, he doesn't catch anything. Like, he's terrible at it.
I think the Red Bar people are trying to start a rumor that he buys all his meats that he shows on Instagram from like Omaha Steaks. Like everybody's trying to get the rumor going that he doesn't actually, he's not good at bow hunting and he's never killed an elk and none of that's his meat. Because he's always like, oh, we're eating some elk steaks. And then you can always see comments now, that's Omaha Steaks.
That's Omaha Steaks.
It's a known fact in the comedy community that Joe Rogan buys these from Omaha Steaks and then lies.
Yeah,
Like, it's just-
Joe Rogan's a dude who's an alpha in LA, but if you were to move to like another place in the Midwest, he'd be like, get out of here. You're not a real hunter, Rogan. Fucking shut up.
Nobody with a lot of money is a real hunter.
No, you know what? That's a really good point.
Nobody with money and you go on a safari with a Jeep and a shotgun and kill a lion. That's not really gangster as fuck as, you know, like there's legit Africans that are still like carving a spear together and being like, I'm going to go get this fucking tiger today.
Or we'll
Like,
die.
Yeah, that's a fucking hunter.
Yeah, or we're gonna die. Jake, $5.
Or the dudes that do the pull bows. Those are hunters.
Yeah.
I'll accept the people that do the actual pull bows because those are hard.